Hi, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Twisted Wanderer podcast. I'm your host, Jack, and I know I've been MIA. It's been a while since I posted my last podcast. I do have an episode in the vault, if you will. Really, it's just there because, well, we'll get into that. But I just really want to say welcome back to the podcast. If you're new here, welcome. Happy to have you. Today's podcast is going to go over quite a few things just because I've been MIA. But it's my birthday tomorrow. Today's April 17th. This will come out on my birthday, April 18th. And I'm so excited. My parents are coming here and I can't wait to see them. I haven't seen them since November. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. So birthday podcast episode. Woot, woot. Yeah, and I changed my setup a little. This is actually where I work from home. But now I'm also gonna use it as my little podcast corner. So yay, hi, hope you like it. From Peru. When I went there in 2017. And this is a photo I found at what is it called? Oddities and the festival that comes to Tampa. If anyone knows what it is, let me know. The Oddities and Extremities show. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but amazing art. Had to get it. It reminded me of the scoliosis, and I just love it. I want to do a photo shoot like that. I think that'd be fun. All right. But yeah, peeps, welcome to today's episode. I have a lot to go over. I'm sorry I haven't been here, but I guess now that I'm feeling better, let's just get into today's episode. So I've been sad. Honestly, I have been dealing with mental health issues, people. Um, and I feel ready to talk about them because I started therapy on April 15th, and I'm really happy about that. But I have just been going through it, and it kind of made me realize that I need to talk about it. And I just, I've missed doing this for the last, like, I think my last time I recorded was in February. The last time I posted a podcast, a new one, was probably February. So I'm really sorry about the inconsistency about ever since I started video. It's been really frustrating, even though it's only a Zoom recording. It's really annoying to edit, and I'm very bad at it. And so that's why I originally didn't post on time, and then I kind of just was my own worst enemy, and I was really mean to myself for not getting it right, and it just spiraled and built into me just avoiding and not recording and just being upset with myself for not knowing how to do certain things, and along with just a bunch more things. I've just been feeling overwhelmed and sad, and my anxiety has been way ahead of just everything has been at an all-time high. Like things that haven't bothered me in years are starting to creep up, like just things that I haven't worked on that I've pushed down for all these years. So that has really come to light in the last 2 months, but I was finally able to get into therapy, talk about it a little. I feel better already. I'm going to keep going. And that way I just want to be better in my headspace so I can produce things that I want to do and be consistent with this podcast. So if you've seen inconsistencies, I'm sure you have. That's why I've just been really going through it. And as much as I love doing this, I really need to take a minute and a beat to just step away from social media and just deal with my shit. So that kind of leads into, I don't know if anyone read my blog post. If you haven't, it'll be up again tomorrow. I posted a blog, and then I decided to edit my entire website. So if you've gone to go look for it, can't get on there, that's why. So for my birthday tomorrow, new website. There's that blog post I posted, and that's kind of where I'm gonna go off of this, because in that blog post I kind of talk about how I'm more than my scars. And what I mean by that is there's so much more about me that I think I'm ready to like share with you all and like fully connect like myself and the Twisted Wanderer, like Jacqueline and the Twisted Wanderer, because we really are like one thing. But so stemming off of that, I guess moving forward, which is why I'm bringing this up, you can definitely expect me to 100% keep talking about scoliosis and spinal fusion. But I'm also going to be talking about um, sometimes like grief and heartache. I feel like it's relatable content, and it's just something I think will be worth sharing. I think it'll help me, and I think it'll help other people listening. And I feel like it's relatable, and kind of what I've been thinking about the Twisted Wander is like, yes, I'm twisted in my spine because I have scoliosis, but I'm also twisted in the head a little. You know, we've been through things, life has happened. I have suffered heartache, immeasurable grief, a lot of traumatic things that I think I'm just realizing were traumatic, because like I've had a great life and like such an amazing supportive family. Like I can't complain there, but I've definitely suffered losses, and it's starting to just affect me, and I want to get a hold on it. And I feel like it's really important to talk about mental health because not a lot of people do these days. And I mean, it's definitely more out there now, but I definitely want to contribute to that as well, because it's something that personally affects me. And it's something that personally affects me. And I feel like it will just kind of go along with this. And then Wanderer, I wander my head a lot. I much more wander my head than I do the world these days. I feel like when I first started this platform, I was like, yeah, I'll make it only mainly about like travel and scoliosis and like travel tips, and all that's amazing and relatable because I am a travel agent as well. I don't know if anyone knew that, but yeah, I do that too. So I thought like, oh, I'll do that, but I've never really kind of stuck to that. It always kind of went towards more scoliosis and spinal fusion, and that's really what I want to focus on. So the wandering part can be like wandering our brains, wandering the world. So the Twisted Wander, it's scoliosis, headspace, and just wandering and exploring, learning, and just learning myself more. So with that, like kind of what that looks like for future episodes. I definitely want to talk more about spinal fusion. I kind of feel like I've shared a lot of life experiences, but I definitely want to share with you tips about spinal fusion, like advice, things that I took with me to the hospital, things like that. I feel like I haven't really touched on, and I feel like that will be extremely beneficial for so many people. So that's in the works. I want to start doing just more beneficial things for you guys, along with my life experiences. So definitely expect like episodes where I give you some tips, or blog posts where I give you some tips about scoliosis, spinal fusion specifically, because I do want to cater to that, because I have one myself, and there's such few of us and far in between. And I just really want to support my spinal fusion baddies a bit more. And yeah. And then for guests on the episodes, I'm excited. I actually have a podcast this weekend. I'm recording with this lovely lady from the Spinal Fusion Scoliosis community. So I cannot wait to talk to her and then post that for you guys. So we have that coming up. And then I also have like a few guests that are gonna come on and share their experiences with how they feel surgery, about spinal fusion surgery and their lives. So that's like something I'm excited for, to bring more points of views on this podcast from more women who have had spinal fusion. And yeah, so that's like episodes moving forward. I love what I'm doing. I love that my words and what I'm doing affects you all in a positive way. And like some people have like written such sweet, nice things to me. It brought me to tears. Like, thank you so much. I love doing this. I'm sorry I've been inconsistent. I just really have really mentally just not been okay. And I just like to express that because you know me, I like to keep it honest and I don't give a fuck. So that's where I'm at. And then I just missed you all so much. So I'm on my healing journey, started therapy. Tomorrow's my birthday. My parents are coming. I cannot wait. I think I actually might sit down and maybe I could do an in-person podcast for the first time with my mom and my dad. I think that would be really cool. And then as for the gym, I know I was posting going to the gym and stuff like that. It's also been like a month and a half since I've been to the gym, along with like just everything. I think ever since if you follow me on Instagram, I posted like a quote about mental health. Ever since that one post, everything just went downhill. I think that was like March 5th, and my mental health just took a turn. So this is me. This is a good day. If you suffer from anxiety, depression, ADHD, got that. Hey, it can be a lot. So, and that's something I didn't touch on. I'm also learning about my ADHD. So that's been like, I just had no idea that it could affect me the way that it does. And I'm just learning more about my neurodivergent brain. So if you know anything about that, let a girl know. But yeah, so back to the gym. Sorry, I digress. Okay, good. So I was going to the gym. I had a personal trainer, and that's like what really helped me be consistent. But the problem with the personal trainer was just like not like basic, but yeah, he's a basic personal trainer. He's not like coached or skilled in scoliosis and spinal fusion. And that was also something that was starting to just be like, oh, it's annoying. I kind of want to, no offense, bro. It's annoying. I kind of want to like learn this on my own, but then it's just like the anxiety to get to the gym by myself is like something I cannot fucking explain to you all. So please write me in if you've ever experienced this insane fucking amount of anxiety as a new gym goer consistently, because I feel like if I can just make it there 5 days in a row by my fucking self, I'll be hooked. But I have yet to be able to do 5 days in a row by myself. And now that I've broke up with my personal trainer, and now I'm just like, I don't know. I need to get back, or at least start, working on my scoliosis corrective exercises. So I need help with a routine. Anybody, if you got some tips, please write me, twistedwander418@gmail.com. Write in, let me know what you do to ease your anxiety. If you work out, go to the gym with scoliosis, spinal fusion, tell me what you do to ease your nerves about being a noob in the gym. I need help. I need to get over there. It's also a therapy goal. So yeah. But yeah, when I was like, maybe I'll make this like fitness. And while I love fitness, that's not me. So while I will like post more about fitness when I go, and I'll definitely like share like favorite stretches I have for spinal fusion, things like that. But as it being like 100% fitness platform, no. But our main focus going forward is spinal fusion, scoliosis, hearing other beautiful, strong women's stories, sharing more of my personal experiences, and giving you good tips and tricks and my favorite things and just advice about spinal fusion and everyday life with it, since I've had one for about 7.5 years now. So yeah, I feel like that'll be really good. And I just like, I just really thank you for making this such a safe space for me and for all of you. Like, I love you all so much. So thank you. One last thing I want to talk about. I really don't want to have a brain fart right now because I'm doing so good with this. And, if I have to edit and mess up, this will just take longer to come out. And my goal is for it to come out tomorrow. So moving forward, sorry guys, give me 1 second. I know I wrote it down. I have this lovely list here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with my brain fart, everyone. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to go over is I really want to start doing Q&As. So if you're listening, please write in. What do you want to hear about? What do you want to know about life living with a spinal fusion? Mental health. I mean, I can share my journey and the healing journey that I'm on, but it's more of just sharing my experience. But please, please, please write in about what you want to hear about spinal fusion, scoliosis. Who in the community do you want to see on here as a guest? If you're involved in scoliosis community here on Instagram, who do you want to see on the podcast? What do you want me to talk about? So yes, I want to start doing Q&As. So please write in twistedwanderer418@gmail.com. I'm going to try and post that and make it a link. But we know that I still need to like add x-rays to older videos. So just things are taking a while. So please be patient with me on the tech side of things. I promise to be as open as I can if podcasts are going to be late. Right now, starting tomorrow on April 18th, my birthday, I want to start doing bi-weekly, whether that's video or some audio as well, because I feel like audio is just easier for me. I don't have to edit and I can get you guys good content and good advice through there as well. So kind of going to be doing like videos and audio podcasts and really trying to grow YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, go follow me over there as well, because I'm going to try and start really pouring my heart into content creation and really dedicating to learning. It's going to be a slow process, but I'm ready for the journey. I missed all of you. I thank you all for still being here. Thank you for all the new peeps that have come in with your support. I appreciate you all so, so much. This helps me heal, and I hope it helps all of you, because I mean, a year ago on my birthday, I didn't even have a podcast. And the fact that I've had one since October now, and I'm meeting such beautiful women and like inspiring souls, like I can't even express my gratitude, because at the end of the day, I'm so grateful. And even when I'm MIA, I can promise you I'm still grateful. I'm just fighting with myself and my well-being and just trying to get through this life that we all have to like live and get through. And it's, sometimes it's not easy. We have so much going on. The world is a mess right now. And I think it can just play into our heads, like, like, is this selfish to be doing when the world is just in a whole, it's just, yeah, I could go on about it. So that's kind of where I was as well. And then, I don't know. I want to get better. Want to live life to the fullest and do the best that I can and advocate for you beautiful people and for just do the best that I can. So that's my goal moving forward. You can definitely expect more content, guys. I'm not going anywhere. It's just, I'm sure you all know, you all have stuff going on in your lives. You know this journey of just the ups and downs. And I don't know, I'm ready to make the full connection between the Twisted Wander and who I am. And I'm going to be really honest from here on out. And I appreciate you all for just being along for the ride. So, yeah. And I think that's everything I wanted to cover in this podcast, guys. I don't even think I have to edit this one. Fucking excited. But yeah, that is it. Please write in Q&As. I definitely want to do that. Please, if you don't already, go follow me on YouTube, The Twisted Wanderer. I'm also on TikTok, The Twisted Wanderer. Need to go do more things over on TikTok. Haven't done much, but follow me on there. And then on Instagram, it is, guys, I forgot my own handle. Yeah, the Twisted _ Wanderer, WANDERER. I know that's a little tricky, but that's how it's spelled. And then please Q&As, whether that's via my DMs on my Instagram or my email, twistedwanderer418@gmail.com. Again, I will try and get that under this video for you guys for tomorrow. So if it's there, just know I worked really hard. If it's not there, just know I worked really hard and got frustrated and mentally was just like, no. But I promise your girl's here to learn, to try and get better with this tech so I can produce and do better things, and taking care of myself so I can also produce better content and just, yeah. So thank you for being here. I love you all so much. Not going anywhere. I appreciate you all sticking around, and I will see you all in the next episode of The Twisted Wander. New episodes should be dropping every other Thursday, starting tomorrow on my birthday, April 18th. Until then, I will see you all soon. I love you so much. Bye.